The stigma surrounding mental health care is real and continues to pose a challenge for families facing crisis. Despite greater recognition of mental and behavioral health challenges among healthcare professionals, celebrities, and policymakers, stigma remains a persistent concern for those whose lives have been touched by such challenges. To tell these families' stories without adding to their trauma, we at KidsPeace use a technique we call lending my voice. We take their words and have them presented by another person without identifying the real client or their family. The names are changed and the voice is another's, but the story of struggle, triumph, and inspiration is theirs and theirs alone. This is the story of Alice and her daughter, Kayla.
If we had not found KidsPeace, I believe my daughter would be dead. Kayla had gone from being a happy-go-lucky, very positive, popular kid with a lot of friends to a downward spiral that we just could not pull her out of. And we couldn't understand. She was self-harming, she had no friends, she was depressed, and it was very frightening for us to have her go from this seemingly normal, fine young child to this very upset, lonely teenager. KidsPeace came into the picture because we had reached out from an emergency room, actually, to one of our friends whose daughter had had some issues, and he recommended KidsPeace. His daughter was there at the time. We started looking into it ourselves because we knew we were at a point where we couldn't parent our way out of this. We couldn't love our way out of this. And she needed to build trust with somebody. That was the key, I think, to her getting better, was she got to know her counselors and got to trust them enough to really dig deep and tell them what was going on with her. And frankly, knowing my daughter was a KidsPeace, I slept through the night for the first time in months. I didn't have to worry about whether or not she was safe. I knew she was safe, and that gave me time to heal. She was failing high school when she came to KidsPeace. She's now getting A's and B's in all of her classes. She's involved in band, she's involved in lacrosse. I see her with her art brushes out and she paints things all the time. I mean, she's still expressing herself with her art, but now the pictures are, happier.
I love making art and painting. I still do it all the time. I really like playing music too. I'm in the band at school, I play the flute, and I also play the piano and guitar. It's like my drawing. It's another great way to express yourself. The artwork I did at KidsPeace was inspired by this one Google Doodle I saw when I was in middle school. It was about diversity, and I really liked it and thought it was cool. I think I did this one at this particular time because mainly I was going through a lot in my life, and I just wanted to make art that would make other people happy, because that makes me happy. I named it Love is Free because I see these posters and things that say love is free or kindness is free. And that's really true. You don't have to, pay someone to receive love or kindness. It's just free. One thing I learned at KidsPeace, if you want something, you have to work for it. When I first came to KidsPeace, I was like, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go back to doing the same things I was doing before. But then I realized that if I wanted to get out but still have the kind of life that I wanted, then I really need to work for it. Work for things like my art.
I wanted to tell our story myself so that other families would know there is hope if they have a child in a similar situation as Kayla. But it's sad that some folks won't accept that people can change, that kids can get the right help and be better. So we have to do it this way. But here's what I want those other families to understand. There is no doubt in my mind. Our daughter's alive today because of KidsPeace.